What is this?
Triangle.
It's a triangle. How do you know it's a triangle?
Because there's 3 sides.
3 sides. 1, 2, 3. Cool. There's also angles inside of that triangle. Here's the angles. Right here, right here, right here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
An important property of all triangles is if you take all these angles and you measure them using a protractor or something like that, if you add them all up, it makes a special angle. So it's important that we learn how to do this. Add up that angle right there. So this, add up this angle to here, to that. And what do you notice about adding up all the angles inside of the triangle?
That means there's always a line.
It makes a straight line. And when we're measuring angles, a straight line is actually 180 degrees. So, if I go from here to here, this is 180 degrees.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
So, if I add up all of the lines, all the angles inside of a triangle, it makes what?
180 degrees.
180 degrees. Awesome. So, if we were to take a triangle, let's just take any triangle, and we'll make any triangle we can think of. Let's see. This is right here is called an acute triangle, and you'll learn all the names of them later. But this is called an acute triangle. The reason why it's called an acute triangle is because acute means smaller than 90. That's what acute. An acute angle is smaller than 90. So acute triangle has all of these angles which are smaller than 90 degrees.
So Griffin is an acute baby because he's smaller than 90 pounds.
Yeah, I guess maybe in terms of pounds or whatever. But let's measure the angles within here. So if I measure from here to here, this comes out to be 73 degrees. And then from here to here, this comes out to be 50 degrees. Okay, and then I measure from here to here, and this comes out to be, let's see, try to get this as accurate as possible. This comes out to be almost exactly 60. Maybe measure this one again. This comes out to be, oh actually I had it off a little bit. It's almost exactly 70. Okay. So, if I have this angle in here, and this angle in here, and this angle in here, I add them all up, what should they be?
180?
180. So, 50 plus 60 plus 70. Adding them all up, that's 0. 5 plus 6 is 11. Plus 7?
19?
18.
18.
180. So, any triangle that you have, if you add up all of the angles inside of them, that will make 180 degrees. Does that make sense? If I have any triangle at all. So, what if I wanted to do this? What's the next part of this? Okay. What if I had a triangle that had 54 degrees and 82 degrees, and then over here, we'll call that unknown. We don't know what it is.
So it's X.
We'll call it X. X is a perfect letter for unknown. Okay? How do I figure out what X is?
So you have to
Minus what?
82.
Okay, well, you know that adding them all up equals what?
180.
So 54 plus 82 plus x is equal to 180, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So I want to get x all by itself. What's stopping x from being all by itself?
The 82 and the 55.
54.
So you have to do the 54 first.
Actually, you can do them both at the same time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just subtract them over to that side, right? And you have x is equal to 180 minus 50 minus 54 minus 82. And then you just run that through, however you like doing that. We'll do it real quick. 180 minus 82. Let's see. I kind of think of this as 180 minus 80. Yeah? Which is what?
100.
100. But there's two more that I have to subtract?
98.
98. Good. This is how I do my math in my head. And then let's subtract 54 from that, right? Because we got to do 180 minus the 82 minus the 54, right? Okay.
44.
Oh, yeah, you got it already. 44. So, I know that x is
44.
44 degrees, exactly. So, a lot of times, you know for a fact that if you add up all the angles inside of a triangle, it's equal to 180 degrees. But sometimes when I'm giving you problems, I won't give you, I won't just ask you that fact. Oh, add up all the angles. What is that equal to? Obviously, that's 180 degrees. I might make the problem a little bit more complicated or tougher. And the way I would do that is I would say, what if we don't know what that is? And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure that out by knowing the fact that if you add up all the angles inside of a triangle, it's equal to 180 degrees. Does that make sense? And
Wait a
also,
second.
one last thing. If I had a straight line and I want to measure the angle, what's the angle of a straight line?
180.
180. Good. So you've
Wait.
learned two facts. Yes, question.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
What if it's like this? What if the triangle?
I'm going to erase this to give you room. All right. What if the triangle's like what?
What if the triangle is that would still be 180?
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna make it a little bit nicer using a ruler.
Yeah.
Let's use your pen. What makes you think that this isn't 180?
It's an obtuse.
Okay, very good. Alright. So, I made it a little bit prettier with a ruler. Okay? And you're saying that the problem here is that this doesn't look like it could be 180 degrees because it's an obtuse angle, obtuse triangle. And what an obtuse triangle is it has at least one angle that's bigger than 90.
Yeah.
And 90 degrees is a right angle, so if you look at this paper right here, the paper is 90 degrees. So if I put it right here, obviously you see this angle right here, it's bigger than the paper,
Yep.
right? So this angle right here is an obtuse angle, making this an obtuse triangle. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so let's measure. Come close. All right, so right about here, this measures out to be about 30 degrees. You see that? Maybe 29. Let's say about 30. Okay, let's measure this one. This one measures out to be, what do you see? Here's 40, here's 50, so that's about 45. Okay, 45. Alright. The camera can't see that because there's a big glare spot over there. There. And then this angle over here turns out to be about, is that 75? No, here, it's actually this inside one, so it's 110. 110 is right here, 100 is right here, so it's 105. Yeah? You get it? Okay, let's add it up and we'll see what we get. What is 105 plus 30 plus 45? Okay, so add the 5. 1, 0. Got it? 1 plus 3 plus 4. Don't touch it, Griffin. What's 1 plus 3 plus 4?
Oh, it
8.
is.
And then a 1. 180 degrees. So, any triangle, whether it's an obtuse triangle, an acute triangle, and later on you're going to learn about an isosceles triangle or a right triangle or a equilateral triangle, all of those triangles, if you add up all of the angles on the inside, it's going to equal
180.
180.